Alright, I have some food for thought, pun intended again, on how we should think about people who need to refuse food for one reason or another. I got a few analogies that I saw this past week. I saw on my Facebook feed somebody posted about how to be more friendly at a drinking event, and the suggestion was made that if somebody refuses to drink, you should accept that and move on and offer a non-alcoholic beverage, and don't try to find out why, because chances are it's none of your business. Well, if that applies to alcohol, doesn't that apply to other substances as well? I guess with alcohol it's a little bit easier because the default choice is anything else without alcohol, right? With food, you might have to find out what somebody can and can't eat. But even then, I think if somebody wants to know if you could prepare something that they could eat, they would open up. You don't need to ask them what they're allergic to. They'll bring it up. Do you have maybe this food, or, right? It's just like if you went to a restaurant, you bring up what you want to eat, right? Okay. Now I saw somebody, this is kind of frowned upon, but I was at a shopping mall and I saw somebody push their wheelchair onto an escalator. Now obviously it gave me a little bit of concern, and I made sure to stand behind them to make sure that they wouldn't fall off. And that was good. But it dawned on me that there was a time in my life when I had a lot of trouble with crowded environments. I probably wouldn't have got into an elevator either. And nobody questioned this person. Not even the security at the mall, not even other people shopping at the mall. We just kind of all made sure he was safe, right? Now I go to a board game club, and while I was there, I noticed one of my opponents was missing several fingers off of his hand, and he was still able to use his hand very well. Now, nobody would think about poking fun at him or not inviting him because he's just too much trouble with picking up the game pieces or anything like that, right? Now, earlier this week, I was a little bit surprised that one of my coworkers who I've been working with for a long time needed to inject something. I don't know what it was, but he picked up a needle and injected something. Now, nobody would think about excluding him because we have a fear of needles or don't want to watch that kind of stuff, right? Or just think he's too much trouble that he needs to interrupt himself for 10 seconds to inject something that he needs, right? Now, so okay, we accept that for what it is. Now, for some people, their treatment takes the form of they cannot eat something that you might love to eat, right? Now we get it. There are certain foods that you love to eat, you love to prepare. I can understand that part. Just try to recognize that for some people, first of all, they cannot put anything into their mouth without knowing exactly what it is. Let me get that out of the way. I know you probably can take for granted that as long as something is described as food, you can put it in your mouth, swallow it, not a problem. There are some people who need to know what's in it. And second of all, some people are not comfortable asking you to prepare something specific, and they would rather partake in other things other than food, right? Just like with the alcohol, right? Like the Facebook post had said, just because somebody doesn't like to eat your favorite food doesn't make them less of a coworker, as a friend, as a partner in life, or as anybody in your life, right? Thanks for watching.